Hi and welcome to my latest video of the Red Sea Reefer 450. Last month we went away for the first time where a friend or family was not either feeding or topping up the RO. The key was preparation for the kit that we used, and we tested it for about 10 days. But was there any mishaps? Stay tuned and you'll find out. Been on holiday for the last 10 days, and this is the first time since I've had the tank where no one has come in to either feed the fish, top up the water. I knew that was going to happen in advance, so I had to do something different because the auto top up on the Red Sea reefers only last about 3 days depending on the evaporation. So I knew I'd have to do something, and obviously the fish need feeding. So tank looks a mess at the moment. I take the camera off the tripod in a minute, but I haven't cleaned the glass or anything else. Been back probably about 7 hours, haven't done anything to the tank, but so far I'm really happy. Haven't counted the fish, but the automatic feeder has been working well, and also the Tunzi 3055 auto topper has done its job as well, because it hasn't run dry. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take the camera off the tripod and I'll just show you how I've set things up. So if we go over to the tank, this is the Apex auto feed. So obviously it's in the way of the light, but can't do much about this. So I fed this twice a day. I checked on the Apex when I was away. I could see it's been feeding. I'll soon find out when I count up the fish as to whether they're all there or not. So if we go under the sump, we can see what's happened here. So that's the auto top off that you have for the Red Sea reefer. Now that's full up with water. The reason being is if the Tunzi went dry, this hopefully, as the water level went down, this would start to run. But what you can see here is I used this container, filled it up to about here, and you can see it's still got an inch or two of water in it. Now what I like about the Tunzi auto top off is it takes water from the bottom, so therefore it have a real small amount and it would still be working. So I've got to say the build of it is good. I've only used it for 10 days, so I don't know what it's like long term, but certainly it's one that's recommended well by a lot of people. Now here in the sump, I haven't shown the sump for ages. This is a nice 160 skimmer, really good skimmer, and you can see the skim is really dark, because that's because I dose no-pox. Continuing to dose alkalinity, no-pox, magnesium, and also calcium. Usually this is powder, but powder only, you obviously dissolve it. I usually dose about 200 per day. That's on the powder. So I swapped it out for liquid because it was only about 60 to 70 a day, and that would last a whole week, or 7-10 days, and that's still okay. And in there you can just about see the actual top off unit there. It's nice and small. So I'm happy with how that's worked. What I'm going to do is clean the glass a bit later on, count up the fish, make sure I've got them all. And as this is a temporary setup, here's just the wiring that goes to the actual unit there. I'll dismantle this evening because I don't need it. Fast forward 7 days and the tank looks completely different from when I came home from holiday, which is no surprise. Cleaned the glass 2 or 3 times, as I could not believe how dirty it gets in a matter of 10 days. Pleased to say all of the fish survived, all look really healthy. The auto feeder I think did its job. One of the reasons why I think that the glass got so dirty was overfeeding. So I don't usually use an auto feeder, so it's a little bit of guesswork. So I feed the tank usually 1 to 2 times a day, and it was definitely fed 2 times a day on a regular basis whilst we was away, but I think probably overdid it on the food. The nutrients levels were pretty good still, so nitrate at 2 and phosphate at 0.03. So, you know, that's all well and good, but obviously algae had grown and the glass had got dirty, and also there was quite a bit of dirt on the rock work as well, so I used a power head to get that off. So tank looks really good. Relieved that everything was okay whilst we was away, and really looking forward to seeing how the tank evolves over the next few months.